Have you ever felt like you are doing everything right, but you are still stuck? Every missed chance, every failure, and every streak of bad luck is not an accident. It is a mirror. Carl Jung discovered a simple truth. The world around you is just a reflection of what is hidden deep inside your mind. Until you change the person standing in front of the mirror, the reflection will always stay the same. If your life is not moving forward, it is because a hidden part of your mind, your shadow, is secretly holding you back. Most self-help books tell you to just work harder or think positive, but they miss the real problem. When you spend your life chasing a better future, you are actually pushing it away. You are telling the universe that you do not have what you want yet, and it reflects that emptiness right back at you. To break this trap, you must use a powerful technique called acting as if. This is not about faking it or playing pretend. It is a direct way to hack your brain and rewrite your destiny. When you truly change how you feel on the inside, the physical world will literally rearrange itself to match you. This is what Jung called synchronicity. By the end of this video, you will learn exactly how to stop chasing success and start commanding the universe to deliver it to you. If you ever felt like there was a secret rule to reality that everyone knew except you, you were right. And we are unlocking it right now. Think about the last time you truly tried to change your life. You bought the books, you set the 5 a.m. alarm, you wrote down your goals with a burning intensity. And for a week, maybe 2, it felt different. But then, like a rubber band, snapping back to its original shape, the old patterns returned. The bad luck resurfaced. The opportunities dried up. You found yourself standing in the exact same spot, wondering why the universe seems to have a personal vendetta against your success. The reason this happens is because you are fighting a war against an invisible enemy, your own internal architecture. Carl Jung famously stated, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Most people are living out a script written by their childhood traumas, societal fears, and the suppressed parts of their psyche, what Jung called the shadow. Your shadow is the silent architect of your failures. It is the part of you that believes you don't deserve the win, so it subtly sabotages the interview, pushes away the right partner, or drains your energy right when you need it most. You've been told that if you work hard enough, the world will eventually reward you. You've been conditioned to believe that seeing is believing, that once the money is in the bank or the relationship is secure, then you will finally feel like the person you want to be. But this is the fundamental error that keeps the 99% trapped in a state of perpetual chasing. By waiting for the external world to change before you change your internal state, you are effectively telling the universe that your current reality of lack is the absolute truth. And because the physical world is merely a mirror of your subconscious blueprint, the mirror has no choice but to reflect that lack back to you over and over again. This is the cycle of manifestation stagnation. You are trapped in a feedback loop where your current circumstances dictate your thoughts dictate your emotions, and your emotions reinforce the very reality you're trying to escape. You are trying to change the reflection by polishing the glass of the mirror, instead of changing the person standing in front of it. But here is the truth that will break your brain. Evidence is the byproduct of belief, not the cause of it. Most people think acting as if is a cute psychological trick or a fake-it-till-you-make-it strategy to boost confidence. It's not. It is a radical act of psychological arson. To truly step into a new reality, you don't just try a new habit. You have to commit a cold-blooded execution of the version of you that is failing. You have to stop trying to manifest altogether, because the very act of trying is a subconscious confession that you do not already possess what you desire. Your trying is actually your biggest barrier. To burn down the old version of yourself, you have to stop asking for permission from your current circumstances. Your current life is a lagging indicator. It's a ghost. When you look at your bank account or your empty inbox, you aren't looking at your present. You are looking at the receipts of your past subconscious programming. Most people see the receipt and think, "This is who I am." No, that is who you were. The moment you accept your current struggle as your truth, you lock yourself into a feedback loop that Jung called a complex. You are literally hallucinating a limitation that doesn't exist in the proud quantum field. The acting as if technique is the only way to break the circuit. It forces your brain to prioritize new data over old memories. But there's a catch. You can't just think it. You have to embody it until your nervous system accepts the new reality as the only truth. If you don't feel a physical shift in your chest, you aren't acting as if. You're just lying to yourself. And the universe doesn't respond to lies. It responds to conviction. This is where the concept of synchronicity becomes your GPS. Jung defined synchronicity as meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained by cause and effect. Most people wait for a sign before they take action. They want the universe to prove it first, but the law is inverted. The universe only provides the sign after you have committed to the internal shift. Synchronicity is the universe's way of nodding in agreement. It's the unexpected phone call, the random meeting, or the sudden spark of an idea that solves a year-long problem. These aren't accidents. They are the physical world rearranging itself to match the new image you've placed in front of the mirror. But if you stop acting as if the moment things get difficult, you shatter the mirror. You tell the subconscious that the old, failing version of you was right all along. The secret is the vacuum law. To manifest the new, you must first create a void. You have to stop doing the things the failing version of you would do. You have to stop complaining. You have to stop seeking validation. You have to stop checking the receipts. If you are truly the person you want to be, would you be constantly checking to see if it's working? No, you would already know it's done. This requires a level of psychological ruthlessness most people can't handle. You have to become a stranger to your old friends and a mystery to your old self. You have to exist in a state of pre-result certainty. This isn't hope. Hope is a beggar's emotion. Hope implies that what you want isn't here yet. Certainty, however, is a commander's emotion. When you move with certainty, you trigger the collective unconscious, a reservoir of infinite potential that Jung believed connects all human experience. You aren't just using your own brain. You are tapping into a global network of archetypal power. You are no longer the victim archetype. You have stepped into the magician or the king. But there is a final, darker barrier you have to cross. As you begin to change, your shadow will revolt. It will scream at you. It will bring up every mistake you've ever made to keep you small. This is the threshold of resistance. Most people quit right here, thinking they've failed. In reality, the shadow's screaming is the ultimate proof that the old you is finally dying. If you can hold the line for just 48 hours in this state of absolute embodiment, the first glitch in the matrix will appear. And once you see that first glitch, there is no going back. Your reality hasn't just changed, it has been completely overwritten. The 48-hour threshold is where the illusion of the external world finally breaks. When you reach this point, the shadow is no longer just a whisper of doubt. It is a full-scale psychological rebellion. It will manufacture crises, amplify your insecurities, and tempt you to look back at the receipts of your old life. But this is the secret code you've been looking for. The intensity of the resistance is mathematically proportional to the proximity of your breakthrough. The more the world screams that you are failing, the more certain you must be that you have already won. You aren't faking it until you make it. You are maintaining a state of psychological sovereignty that forces the physical world to capitulate. This is the moment you stop being a passenger in your own psyche and become the architect. This is where the open loop of your past failures finally closes. The reason the 5 a.m. alarms and the goal setting didn't work before wasn't a lack of willpower, it was a lack of identity. You were trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand. By acting as if, you have effectively replaced that foundation with the bedrock of the magician archetype. You have moved from the energy of wanting, which only creates more wanting, to the energy of having. In the quantum mirror of Jungian synchronicity, having is the only command the universe obeys. The glitches you start to see, the perfect timing, the unexpected resources, the sudden clarity, are not random. They are the physical evidence that your subconscious blueprint has been successfully overwritten. The radical truth is that the world doesn't happen to you, it happens from you. You are the source of the light, and the world is merely the screen where the movie is projected. If you don't like the movie, you don't fight the screen. You change the film in the projector. This requires a level of conviction that borders on the irrational. You must be willing to be wrong in the eyes of the world so that you can be right in the eyes of the universe. When you embody this certainty, you tap into the collective unconscious, that infinite reservoir of human potential. You are no longer one person struggling against a cold, indifferent world. You are an expression of the same force that moves the stars and dictates the tides. The secret code is simply this. Reality is a lagging indicator of your internal conviction. Once you accept that your current struggle is a ghost of a version of you that no longer exists, you become untouchable. You are not chasing success. You have become the version of yourself to which success is the only logical conclusion. The mirror has no choice but to reflect the king. The void has no choice but to be filled. The internal shift is complete, and now the world has no choice but to follow. You aren't waiting for a change anymore. You are the change. But simply knowing this truth is not the same as mastering it. The 48-hour threshold is only the first gateway, and the shadow is a patient adversary that waits for a single moment of hesitation to reinstall the old software of lack. 2. Prevent the rubber band from snapping back. You must consistently feed your conscious mind the archetypal codes that reinforce your new identity. This is why our work here exists. We are building a collective repository of psychological tools designed to help the architect navigate the shifting tides of synchronicity and keep the internal mirror clear of past distortions. If you are committed to maintaining this level of sovereignty and refuse to ever return to the energy of a victim, then you belong within this circle. By anchoring yourself to this channel, you are ensuring that your daily environment reflects the high-frequency conviction you've just claimed. Do not leave your new reality to chance. Secure your access to the next phase of this blueprint, and let us continue cracking the code of your destiny together. Hit the like button to solidify your shift, subscribe to join our circle, and go to the comments right now to lock in your commitment to the universe in a single, powerful sentence.